I was looking at residencies in France, and when I came across this one, I was like, holy shit.
I felt like I just got it. Like I got the logic of it. There was, mention of the library and discussion of, that you needed more than just Simone de Beauvoir to be a well-read feminist or to influence you, and that you needed a room of one's own.
It was great to see that there is such a place that isn't, feminism is X and it's not Y. Feminism is everything, and it needs to be more. But I think that was great for us to see, for me certainly, to see that there is such a place, and it has space for lots of different kinds of people.
I think every artist needs this opportunity just to sort of go deep and wallow in it and suffer a lot. A place like this, you're just with yourself and a bunch of fields and farmers and roads and this gorgeous chateau with all these rooms and artwork and provocations, lots and lots of provocations.
The attention to detail, from the language to the facilities to the payment, which all seemed very in line with what I think of as feminist thinking, was just really amazing to me.
C'est vrai que j'étais très intéressée par le lieu, parce que j'aimais bien cette idée d'avoir un lieu qui correspond quand même à une certaine époque et à une certaine classe, et à quelque chose qui est quand même assez patriarcal, d'avoir cette grande maison dans laquelle a vécu sans doute une famille, où il y avait quelque chose de sans doute très dominateur comme ça, et j'aimais bien le fait de pervertir un peu ça à travers toi, ce que tu en as fait, ton travail, et aussi à travers toutes les résidentes qui viennent et qui à leur manière hantent en quelque sorte cet espace et transforment son énergie en font quelque chose qui est beaucoup plus fort, beaucoup plus révolutionnaire en quelque sorte.
It's so much space and it's so big, and I think taking up space has always been so masculine historically, and feminism needs like physical space. It needs more powerhouses of feminism that a collective is putting energy into and taking energy from.
It immediately felt like a really kind of welcoming space that was like, it was about women making things and questioning and having conversations, but it also wasn't too overly academic or kind of prescriptive about what feminism might be. I think, it definitely the library and all that stuff, but it felt like a place I could come and learn and have discussions and dialogue, rather than
Why we need feminism is we have to create opportunities for ourselves, and I feel really inspired being in this house, and I think it's very brave to turn buy a house and turn it upside down and create a female residency, a feminine residency, and kind of shows that anything is possible.
But yeah, we came here obviously to because we live in different cities, and we need to develop this project, but also to get away from the city. And also the beautiful thing about this place is that it's just women, which is really lovely, and I've never had that experience before. Coming to a place and it just having this really feminine vibe, and to just be surrounded by other female artists. Even though even though I love men as well, but it's nice it's just really lovely just to have this retreat and this relax, and to see how spaces are used differently as well, and without men here, I guess. In coming here, one of the things that I was curious to do was to try to make work without patriarchy slipping into my creative practice.
And just to be exposed to different art forms and see their processes through, I think, is the biggest thing for me, because when you're kind of working in the country that you're from, you tend to work in your own little bubble, and you don't get to cross over and see what other people are making, and you're just so based in theatre or performance or whatever it might be. So being here and witnessing everybody's kind of new stuff, different mediums and different art forms. That's really cool.
What felt really sparkly and fantastic when I found out about this residency program is how important conceptual art is to it. And as someone who's really drawn to interdisciplinary creative encounter, I was so excited to find that.
Moi, je veux juste que j'ai plein de temps, rien que pour moi. Je fais comme je veux. C'est top. C'est vrai, hein? C'est luxueux. Ah ouais, c'est vraiment luxueux. De s'immerger dans le travail comme ça, à ton rythme, c'est luxueux. Puis bon, le lieu, il est absolument fantastique, hein? Un calme pas possible, non, c'est vraiment... C'est un endroit où la création, la gestation de la création est tout à fait faisable.
Just to go out from your everyday life and just have lots of time in the middle of the nowhere, no distraction. It has been such a... We were just talking about it today, like we would have given up probably if we had stayed at home doing this with everything else we have going on. So it's also just empowering to be given time and space.
So one of the amazing things that I've loved about being here is I don't have to make any choices, so I can just relax. Even, Michaela chooses what we eat every night, and I love that. Just like all I have to do every morning is just choose what dress I'm going to wear and which book I'm going to read, and that is amazing.
And when I found Centre Pompadour, not only is it in this absolutely beautiful landscape in this house that, it looks like it's out of a fairy tale. It is also such a select group of women that truly believe in the work that they are producing, women that believe in a sort of feminism in their work and that are weaponizing their work. So I knew I would be surrounded by like-minded people, which has been a gift.
And so I think we sort of were attracted to this because it seemed like this incubator for a lot of feminist ideas.
When you're working with dance, oftentimes your dance is seen on a stage in a theater, and just being here, it's changed it in a very practical sense.
And I think something about being in this space that has had so many women in and out feels like there's a lot of history here. Or I feel like for me, I've been thinking a lot, we keep talking about this theme of ghosts or sort of people or influences that are around us that we carry with us into a process.
I was really scared because I didn't want to go out of my comfort zone and go nowhere. I go to the place that I know anybody, and I have to speak other language, and I have to express myself and to tell why I should be here and why I'm making an art and not to smile and not to talk. And it is very important, this communication, it is very important, and I heard a lot of interesting things that I never thought about them.
We can all learn something from each other as it relates to this, to our struggle, basically, and how we can transform that into power. So that's the hope. And this seemed like a paradise, and it is. I've been really productive, revelations every day, multiple kinds. Just having the space to relax, and the fields on both sides of the house or the chateau is amazing. It feels like the potential is endless.
Les visions sont pas les mêmes, les vies sont pas les mêmes, et que ça c'est indispensable. Plus on va se côtoyer entre femmes de vies différentes, plus on a de chance que les choses avancent dans l'égalité.
I think to have this big space and then to dedicate it entirely to feminist thinking is really, really important, and I think that it gives fuel to the collective of feminists who need to exchange and collaborate and just be near.
The Center Pompadour has been so nurturing and so helpful in giving me the time and the space to understand myself and my artwork in a way that I've never been able to do before. Having the time and the just sheer freedom to think about all the things that I wanted to, not what other people need or other people have to have help with or whatever, to be able to take 2 months out of my life and just think about all those things with the support of all the people around me and the beautiful space that I was allowed to live in, and all of the wonderful food that I was fed, and all the things that I did here were really wonderful and really, really timely for me in my life.
And so I applied on a wing and a prayer, and I didn't even know who I was writing to when I applied. I just knew that there must be these incredible feminist beings. I didn't know their gender, I didn't know their identity, I just knew that there were like these this magical force providing this thing for us to come and explore.
One thing I've been thinking about a lot being here is also having some dream time about what could this energy and this creative space, both what we're making here and then what we bring out to the world, look like in 5 years and 10 years. And it's really exciting to be able to call on this sort of collaboration, accountability of the other artists who are here. And I'm really looking forward to keeping those partnerships strong in the years to come. I'm so grateful for the people that I've met here. So, thank you. Merci.
Il y a un soutien, tu travailles sur ça, ben moi je peux te fournir tels éléments, pas seulement de réflexion.
Une solidarité.
Il y a une solidarité
qui se crée, qui se tisse.
Voilà, qu'on peut imaginer perdurer dans le temps sous forme d'échange. Hein.
This seemed to be a lot more like, we're going to make some trouble and we're going to have fun doing it. And I really appreciated that, because this is what's needed, is troublemaking right now. We are in such deep shit, politically, socioeconomically. You know, the world is on fire, and, you know, I don't know if we're going to have a world in 10 years. So we have to get busy and create joy and, you know, the right kind of critiques and energy and receptivity and love.